Hey now. Hey Purple Finch. Hamilton. What's up, Natalie? Cousin Michael's here. Hey, Val Visser. How we doing today? Natalie! Woo! Oh, hi, Allie. Hey now. What's up, Tony? Hey. Thanks for coming. I'm great. How are you? Hey, Kay Stevens Photo. How you doing? Natalie. Allie. Hey, Alicia. Are you going to yell at me today, Alicia? Alicia yells at me a lot. What's going on, everybody? How's everyone doing on this fine Monday? Hashtag no yelling. Nice. Hey, Adelima GZA. What's up, cousin? How's it going? It's going great. Got some good stuff for you today on Steal Doug's Idea. For anybody who's new, just to introduce, my name is Doug Cohen, and I'm sitting here in my studio, which is FrameableFaces Photography. Hi, Ronald Filho. Thanks for joining. Hey, Master Break 69. Oh, thanks for inviting, Natalie. Yeah, we'll give another second or two here for people to join. Hi, Kelly Raven. You're here to steal my ideas. You can totally steal a couple of ideas. This is our studio, Tony. Yeah, I think, Tony, the couple of scopes that you've seen, we've been on location, but this is actually our studio. Hey, KVRA. Hey, from Brazil. Thanks for joining, Ronald. Hey, Exotic Diva is here. Alicia's a klepto, right. Yeah, this is our studio. I'll give you a quick peek. Allie's studio, right. Hey, Leyland Sawyer from Los Angeles. What's so funny, that it's your studio?
No.
Hi, Francis, for you. Huh?
You'll see.
Oh, I love the hat we got. Yeah, Day Duel, I hear you. Close Bob's is here. Oh, Allie's not a nerd, right. Hey, Rochester, Minnesota. Hey, everybody. Hey, Life, Love, and Yo PD. Thank you for coming. Okay, so FrameableFaces Photography is our studio. We are in West Bloomfield, Michigan. Hey, Close Bob's, which is a suburb of Detroit. Hi, Dina. And Allie is the photographer. Here she is.
Hi.
That's my wife. That's my wifey.
That's me.
And here's our studio, just to give you a little peek. Here's our little living room area. Yeah, right? Michigan rocks, Leyland Sawyer. Hi, Kike 1983. And here, hi, wifey, lucky guy. I am a lucky guy. Here's our little mall that we love outside of our doorway here. It's an indoor mall in West Bloomfield. Here's our shooting area. This is where we photograph. Wifey is da bomb. Soft boxes, backdrops, reflectors, and then back there is our little viewing area where our clients pick out their photos. And that's how we roll. And every Monday we do this show. I do a show here that I call Steal Doug's Idea. Allie is the photographer. I handle the content creation and the marketing and the blogging and all of these things for the studio. So, hello, I think someone's here from Russia. Hello from Russia. And so when I do these Steal Doug's Ideas, I try to, some of these might not be the first time you've ever heard an idea like this before, but I always try to present them in a way that mirrors what I've been doing during the week, sitting here in my studio, in my lab. Hey. And so when I'm presenting these things to you, they're things that I've actually used and things that have worked for our studio, which is a small mom and pop brick and mortar. And so I think this applies really well to other small businesses, personal services, brands, or just anybody who's trying to build community here on Periscope. Hey, Sonia Figueroa, thanks for being here. So today's topic is discussing some ways to build your Periscope community on and off Periscope. Good morning, Sonia. Allie handles the photography, Doug handles the harassment. That's actually a great way of putting it, Alicia. I'm the Periscope guru. Oh, thank you, Natalie, on the minions. Yes. So here's the idea. Building your community on Periscope. Okay, there's been a lot of people that have kind of flooded onto this platform in the last few weeks. I've noticed a lot of new photographers that are just kind of, not necessarily new photographers, but new to Periscope, who are testing the waters, and they're coming in now and trying to figure out what this is all about and how to build community here and how to succeed on Periscope. Hi, JD, and somebody else just joined. Thanks for coming. And so I think these are a couple of ideas that I think will be good for newbies as well as people who've been experienced and who've been here for a while. And so, yeah, you've noticed it too, right, Alicia? Yeah. Big what? Who? That's a weird comment, JD. Are you trolling, JD? Who are you trolling with that comment? Okay. Here's our topic. Let's discuss some ways to build your Periscope community on and off Periscope, okay? And so, for starters, let's just establish this, okay? Let's establish the fact that the stronger your tribe and your community, the more rewarding Periscope will be. Yeah, I know, right, Sonia? Samsung. What about Samsung? Hey, Life, Love, and Yo. Oh, thanks for inviting. So the stronger, think about this for a second, okay? The stronger your tribe and your community, the more rewarding Periscope will be. Okay, think about that. Think about the people that you've met here and the new people that you meet from time to time and the number of followers you're getting in the hearts and you're getting your game going. But make sure that the bonds between you and the people that do follow you are as strong as possible. You know, the strength of your community is really only going to be strongest as, you know, the weakest links in terms of, hey, good to see you. Bye. And I don't mean that like you might have one weak link, you might have one person that follows you that isn't really engaged, and that's okay. But just in terms of how you approach it, make sure that you use all the tools at your disposal to try to strengthen the bonds between you and the people who view your scopes and the people that view your scopes together between each other. The stronger your tribe and your community, the more rewarding Periscope will be. So let's talk a little bit how to strengthen your community so it's not just a bigger community, but a strong community. Okay? So this is not necessarily a new idea per se. You've heard people talk about this, but I've finally started doing it, and I've found it to be maybe a little more rewarding than I thought it would be, using catch.me to connect with your commenters. Like, seriously, using Catch to connect with your commenters. If you haven't actually done this, it really does work. And you can do it in this kind of progression. Okay, and I'm going to show you an example. When you go to your commenters on Catch, click on them, which takes you to their Twitter. And within their Twitter, in their bio, if they have a website, you can click on that, which will take you to their website. And if they blog, to their blog, okay? And this is really important, and here's why. I'm going to show you an example. Okay, so here is, right, Alicia? I know, it really does help. So here's an example of a catch from one of the scopes that we did recently. Here's my little profile. Here's my catch page, okay? And this was one the other day that we called Doug and Allie, Hey Now. 5-minute scope, yeah, right. It was an early morning scope. If any of you were on it, it was a lot of fun. It was an early morning scope. And Shannon Purple Finch was the first comment, if she's still here. She said good morning. And then Tasha Cole Photography was the second comment. She said hi. Tasha Cole is a photographer who we have connected with recently. So let's just see how this works. Great tip, right? Use it all the time to thank people and have made more relationships. So Sonia, tell me if you've done this, okay? Yeah, you're welcome, Natalie. Yeah, so tell me if you've done this. I click on Tasha Cole, okay? Clicking on Tasha Cole takes me to Tasha Cole Photos Twitter page, okay? Right. Tasha is a photographer in Bay City, Michigan. She's about an hour and a half, 2 hours north of here. She's a sweetheart, and we think alike on a lot of things, and her work is really good. So I click on her Twitter page, and then right here is the link. Oh, my mouse is acting up. Here's the link to TashaColePhotography.com, okay? So let's click on that. Hey now. What's up, Mr. Chuck? So let's click on that link, okay? That takes us to Tasha Cole Photography. Here's her website. It's a nice looking website, okay? And hopefully some of the top people that you interact with here on Periscope, if they have really valuable content, odds are they probably have been doing it offline or off streaming as well, and they probably have a good website and maybe even a good blog that you can go to school on. So I go to Tasha Cole's website, and sure enough, what do I see here? She's got a session blog, like we have a session blog. So I click on that. Boom. Here's her blog, okay? And here's some of her sessions. Well, this is great, right? I can go to some of her sessions, and here's something that I learned from Tasha that I really like. So when I hover over this, it gives me view more, which I kind of like how that works. So I click on this, go to this page, and here's some great photos from a senior session that Tasha did. Okay, and they're watermarked, just like we watermark ours. Okay, and then at the top, here's the thing that she did that I thought was really cool that we haven't done. I talk in my blog posts a lot about who might have done the makeup or the hair. I try to give shout outs to people that do that. But she's got it like a little credit roll right here at the beginning of her blog post. Photography, Tasha Cole. Here's the assistants, and here's the hair and makeup with a link to that hair and makeup so that she can do a little cross promotion. So I didn't use my Twitter to sign up for Periscope. Can I still link? I believe so, Purple Finch. I think what you can do, yeah, you should be able to. You should be able to create a separate, well, let me think about that. You might want to change the name of your Periscope to match your Twitter profile, and you can do that by going into help within the app. But I don't know, it depends. If you already have a lot of followers here, if you just change the name, then it shouldn't change. You know what? Purple Finch, that's one. I think you could do it. I think you could change your name. You can contact Periscope directly and they can help. Yeah. So I'm just thinking if you change your name, you'll still have all the same followers and you could probably easily just alert them to what you're doing the next time you do a scope and they would figure it out. You know, you'd still have the same followers. Yeah. Yeah. You'd have to go into your settings and ask for help. And I think I just saw Mark Shaw talking about this actually. And I think it takes like maybe a week or so. You have a whole other business on Twitter. Yeah. It'd probably be better if they linked. It'd probably be better if they were the same. Although I will say, Purple Finch, I'll use you an example too. I also found you. Because there's the example of Tasha, okay? But if I go to Shannon here, yeah, it's not automatic, but the help folks can do it manually. Exactly, Alicia. You have to go, I think, to the help button within the settings on the app to ask them for that help, I believe. So if I click on Shannon, all right, here's what I did. That's right. So Shannon, what I did when I tried to click on it, I got, sorry, that page doesn't exist because to your point, you weren't signed up. But what I did, and you'll see, if I go to my bookmarks, and this is where I was going anyway. Oh, hey, we have another Shannon here. What's up, Shannon? If I go down to this little bookmark folder that I created that I call Periscope Pals, okay, Periscope Pals. Hi to the moon. Let's click on Periscope Pals. And here's what I have. Look what I already have here, Shannon, Purple Finch. I already did make a point. You probably didn't know I was going to do this, right? But I already did make a point. Because I couldn't find you, I went out and I did a search for you anyway. We're great, Shannon. And I found you. So, you know, somebody who's determined enough should be able to find you. And here you are, Purple Finch Studios, right? Innovate and create with us. Web design, portfolio, contact, services. It's a nice website. So I put it in my bookmarks. So now, Shannon, it would be easier, obviously, if they did match up. Wait 1 minute, buddy. I don't see me on Periscope Pals. Alicia, I haven't gotten to everybody yet. Do you have a blog? Let me know if you do. So that's your other business. Oh, you have a couple different businesses. Is that what you're saying? Well, let me know what the other one is. DM me or put it up in a comment here so people can follow it. But I think you guys are all getting the drift. You go through the comments here on Catch. You do the same Google the name or look. Yeah, exactly, right, Sonia? If you want to find somebody, you try and find them. It's not hard. Hi, I am real estate, or Lamb Real Estate. You don't have a blog. Ah, Alicia, well, maybe you should start blogging. So anyway, yeah, you develop websites and blogs. I got that. Hey, Honey Gets Money is here. What's up, Honey Gets Money? Cool idea to do this, right, Alicia? It's good for everybody, whether you have a blog or not, whether you're, and we're going to go into a little more detail on this, but the point is Catch is really easy to use. Like if you scroll down, all the comments are here, and I'll tell you what, when you go through a scope or a replay of a scope and you feel like there's a lot of comments there, you're also a photographer. Oh, nice. Yes, Shannon, blogging, right? Blogging is great. Okay, no problem, Sonia. Thanks for being here. It's not really that tedious to go through the comments. There's not as many as you think. You can scroll through them pretty easily and connect with the people who comment. So let me get back to my, let me get back and see where I was going next with this. Okay, so use Catch. Okay, oh, all right, so I jumped ahead of myself, but that's okay. Blogging does rock. So my next point, which I already kind of dovetailed right into, was make a bookmark list of Periscope blogs and learn from the best. And obviously the point of this is, you know, when you find people, like I said before, when you find people on Periscope who are really knowledgeable and give you a lot of great information and you learn a lot from and their content is great, if they have a blog, it's probably going to be great too. You know, Brian Fanzo is fond of making the comment, if you suck offline, you'll probably suck online. And I think the same is true in the reverse. If you're great on Periscope and you have a blog, you're probably great off of Periscope with your blog. And so you should learn from these people and read their blogs. Bookmark them, make them easily accessible for you, and start creating a list. Yeah, great quote, right, Allie?
It's awesome.
Great quote. Okay, so next. So here's a little more as in terms of why you should do this. This is something else I want everyone to think about. Hey, Gin Tonics. What's up, Ginny? Okay, so here's the thing. Here's what, hey, Maximilian, thanks for being here. So here's why reading these blogs and bookmarking these blogs will help build stronger communities. Okay? Yeah, Brian Fanzo. It's a great comment, right? When we talk of the point of this is to build your community even stronger. You may already have a really nice community. You may have a lot of followers. You may have people that tune in every day. But here, this is about taking some of those existing bonds within your community, in addition to building it, strengthening the ones you already have by reading people's blogs. And if you read someone's blog, it's going to put their scopes in the proper context. And it's going to make for well-informed comments. And then everyone wins. So if you have been on somebody's blog and you've read in a little more detail at your own leisure kind of what their thoughts are on a particular topic, then when they scope about it, you'll know kind of where they're coming from. You'll know a little bit more about their philosophy. You'll be able to make comments that reference something you read of theirs, which obviously strengthens your relationship with that person. Truth, right, Alicia? If you're reading somebody's blog, you will understand their scopes better. You'll kind of see where they're coming from, and you'll be able to make comments that make for a better broadcast. It makes for a better interaction, and everybody wins. You can really understand what they're scoping about because you've read their blog. They can interact with people who really kind of get what's going on, and that dialogue back and forth will be a little bit more aligned. You know what I mean? It'll be your comments and the scoper will be more in alignment, which makes for kind of a streamlined discussion. You know what I mean? So the people who are all viewing and chatting in the room, hey, God Explorer, thanks for joining. Everybody else benefits from a streamlined, well-informed, engaged discussion between scoper and viewers, and you're making that room and that scope a better place by being well-informed and by being that connected with the scoper if it's somebody that you believe in and somebody you learn from. Make sense? Everybody, okay. Thanks for the hearts, thumbs up, hearts, whatever. If you agree with me, you don't have to give me hearts. You can just give me a thumbs up if you like. But hope everybody's understanding what I'm saying here, because I think that's a really critical point. Reading the blogs puts the scopes in context and makes for a better discussion and better scoping for the chatters and for the scopers. Thanks for coming back, Purple Finch. Okay, so let's look at the next point I wanted to make. Hey, Light Luna. I won't heart you, don't worry. Thanks, Natalie. Make sure you don't give me any hearts. Okay, so now here's another tip. Here's kind of along the same lines, okay? Right now we really were just talking about let's find people's blogs. I'm good, Light Luna. How are you? Haters gonna hate. So here's the other thing, okay? Here's another way that you can discover new people in a very strong fashion, where you can bring other people in your community in a way that really strengthens your community the same way you're doing with your existing people. Discover new scopers from the scope shares of trusted scopers. You know, and I started doing this a little bit more lately. You know, sometimes you get a lot of stuff into your feed. You've given me 61 hearts. 61 hearts, Natalie. Thank you for your 61 hearts. I'm not going to complain about 61 hearts.
She wasn't going to give you any hearts.
She wasn't going to give me any, and she couldn't help herself. She gave me 61. That's all good. What did we do before Periscope? Yeah. Oh, you got work done. This is getting work done. I'm getting work done right now, Shannon. I watched TV before Periscope. Now I don't watch much TV. Don't thank you. Don't be so nice. I know you're not used to that, right, Natalie? Hey, Carolina's here. Carolina's really good too, everybody. Carolina you're down in Miami, I think, right, Carolina? I didn't realize that at first, but the last scope I saw, I realized I kind of figured out that you were in Miami. But Carolina gives really good tips too. Hi, Kim. So just to recap, let me do a quick, if everybody else who's already here is okay with it, can I do just a really quickie recap for everybody who just came in for the last 2 points? If that's okay, I'm just going to blow through them really quickly. Yeah, you joined a little late, but that's okay, Carolina. I'm just going to, okay, Kim, yeah. Okay, bear with me, everybody who's here. I'm doing a quick reset. Natalie's not okay with it. That's the Natalie I know and love. Keep trolling, Natalie. Bring it on. Bring it on. It wouldn't be a scope without you trolling me. You need to turn on your notifications. It's okay, Carolina. I'm going to reset. So we're talking about building your community on Periscope and making it stronger, making the existing community you have now stronger so that those bonds are stronger between you and the people who come to your scopes and the people that chat together in your scopes. Because the stronger your tribe and your community are, the more rewarding Periscope will be. Not just the size of it, but the quality and the strength of the bonds within your community, okay? That's the first point. The second point was just really digging a little bit deeper into the whole use of catch and how to do it to connect with your commenters. You know, I've heard people say a lot to go into catch and find out who made comments and then you can connect with them. But I started really acting on it lately, and it's really effective if you go in. You want Allie and me to come to Canada and share your awesomeness here at your Life Summit. What Life Summit? Is that a new Be Kind 101 Summit?
That's fun.
I missed that. I missed that. You don't like it, Carolina? Ah, well, here's one reason you might like it, Carolina. Here's what I like about catch. And I'm just going to show you what I showed everybody else really quickly. So here's one of my catches. Okay, here's our catch page. Here's a scope that we did. And I go into this little tab that says comments. And I can scroll and just see all the comments. It's just a list of all the comments that were made in the scope, Carolina. And then when I click on one, Tasha Cole Photography, see, look, Tasha is a photographer here in Michigan. She's in Bay City, a couple hours north of us. The second comment in that scope was hi from Tasha Cole, right? Now look at this, Carolina. Boom. If I click on Tasha Cole Photography, it takes me right to her Twitter page. And yeah, Tasha's great, right? So if you click on it, it takes you right to her Twitter, the Be the Best You Summit. I like that. And then Carolina, I clicked right here on Tasha Cole Photography, took me right to her website, clicked on her blog, boom, I'm on her blog, I can read her blog, I can bookmark her blog, and I can learn from her blog. And then in my blog tabs, I have a folder of Periscope Pals, and these are all the blogs and websites of people that I'm discovering on Periscope. And I found most of them. I'm going to add yours, Carolina. I'll add everybody's that I see. But that's the idea. That's why catch is powerful. It's a great way to discover people and make your relationships stronger. And then the next point was number 3, to make the bookmark list. Look, you showing your sweet computer skills, right? Really cool, Carolina. That's to me, that's like one of the best features of Catch. So Doug, I am just, if I start a blog, will you bookmark me? Yes, Natalie. Hey, Tiger One is here. Hi, Tiger One. Everybody should follow Tiger One. She just came back from scoping about a week or two in Korea, and now she's back in New York City. But we met her this summer in New York City when we were there for a meetup. So, Doug, I just stalk and don't scope. How do you get started? How do you get started scoping? By doing what you're doing. Hi, Breezy. By stalking. You don't like this scope I'm doing? Nice. By stalking and meeting people and learning from people and figure, you don't have to scope right away. Oh, no problem, Tiger. Your scopes are awesome. So, Shannon, yeah, you don't have to scope right away. You can learn. You hit the broadcast button. Carolina, that's a great tip, right? Hit the broadcast now button, and that's what you do. Then you'll be scoping. And then the next point after that this was a really important one, Carolina and Tiger One. Reading people's blogs who you follow and connect with. OMG. Genius. Reading people's blogs that you connect with on Periscope will put their scopes in proper context and makes for well-informed comments. And everyone, you deserve that. You walked right into it, right? And everybody wins. So here's the next one I was about to talk about. So, discovering from the shares of trusted scopers. It's great to meet in person. Meetups are great, right, Tiger One? I know. That's another thing. If you have scopers that are in your town, take it offline and do some meetups. That's a whole nother topic. Absolutely. I'm glad you mentioned that because I don't have that as one of my points in the slide, but that's absolutely. Always follow up outside of Periscope. Yes. Hey, MRP Studio. Thanks for coming. When people share too much, though, I delete them. Use discretion when sharing. Absolutely, Alicia. Yeah, that was that meetup, right? Exactly, Tiger, at the Marriott Marquis. Okay, Instagram and Twitter. Hey. So here's the thing. These two people that I listed here, Ronnie Harden and Duchess Doodoo. Right, it was Robert. Right, Robert organized that meetup. Yep. Ronnie Harden and Duchess Doodoo. These are two scopers I just discovered this morning. I had a little bit of downtime. There were not a lot of people scoping that I knew. Hi, Queen Bee Realtor. And I'll tell you what, Joe Soheady, if you guys know Joe, he does the Bob Mobs and the Demotivation Mondays. I really like him, and he's funny, and I love his scopes. So he shared Duchess Doodoo, which caught my eye, so I jumped in, and she was great. And then Ronnie Harden, Jim Bob Howard shared MRP Studio. Anybody that knows who Joe Soheady is, put him up in a comment. Thanks, Tiger.
What is he?
He's Joe Soheady.
Okay. That's it?
Yeah. And Jim Bob Howard, too. Jim Bob Howard is great. And these are the two guys that shared scopes for me. There it is, Joe Soheady. You should follow him. He's fantastic. He's really funny. And he shared Duchess Doodoo. A scope from Duchess Doodoo, and Jim Bob shared one from Ronnie Harden. And so I jumped into both of them, and they were really good. So while I was kind of in this mode of bookmarking blogs of people who are off, who have blogs that I meet on Periscope, I went to the two blogs of these two people, Ronnie Harden and Duchess Doodoo, and I'm just going to show you what I found because they are so good. So bear with me. I'm going to show you really quickly here. Here's the Duchess of Doodoo. Okay. Jim Bob Howard. Yeah, he's great to follow. JB Howard right there. Thanks, Alicia. JB Howard. Great to follow. And so here's the Duchess of Doodoo. Okay. Here's the Duchess of Doodoo's blog. And she's all about doo-doo. I mean, for real doo-doo. Hey, Mr. Amrit Singh is here. How are you doing, my friend? Hello, chap. So here's a blog post that the Duchess of Doodoo just posted. 4 ways to improve your digestion today without changing your diet. You're here with your swag bag. Nice. Don't make me have Doug. What? Catch. Yeah, but this is a great article, and this is really a good blog, this Duchess of Doodoo, and I discovered it by watching a scope that she did today because Joe shared it. So for the people who you trust, When they share something, if nobody else you really need to see or nobody else you know well is scoping at that moment and something else shows up in your... How does doo-doo relate to Periscope? Well, it's all about doo-doo, and really it's about, digestion and eating right, and it's, it's... Hey, who's not interested? Digestive health advice, exactly. Who's not interested in doo-doo? A personal story of doo-doo, plus over 22 signs you are digesting wrong. So she's the Duchess of Doo-Doo. Very interesting blog, and I just discovered it today by searching it after watching one of her scopes. Yeah, it's very catchy, right? And then the other one, this Renee Harden, here's her blog, Being the Boss of Me. And it's really good, Overcoming the Bossy Blues, my bossy pal, Carol Harris. She's really good at, like, when I went to meet the boss, she's a very accomplished writer. She does a lot of editing and a lot of workshops for writing. She's a Hawaiian girl with Texas flair, currently residing in Nashville, Tennessee. And she was reviewing a book today, and she was really good. Like, she sounded like she really knew her stuff. And sure enough, she's got a great blog. Like, she's an active blogger, and she's very serious about her topic. And I felt like she could be somebody that I could learn from. So these are two that I both discovered just by trusting a couple of the shares of people. Yeah, okay, so Alicia, you know Renee? See, and she's got a nice following. I just didn't know who she was. But I was glad that I discovered her today, and we made a connection. She followed me back. I made a couple of comments in her scope, and now we're new Periscope friends. So I'm pretty excited about that. I like her.
Periscope.
Hey, Periscope is here. What's up, Periscope? Everybody should follow Periscope. We are actually a Periscouted artist. And Periscope will turn you on to a lot of great artists on Periscope, whether they be singers, visual artists, painters, photographers. Any artists on Periscope are quality. You should definitely follow Periscope. Thanks for coming. Hey, JW girl. Okay, so that brings us back to we're great. We're great. We just went through a whole series of tips on how to build and strengthen your community on Periscope, and this was the last. When people reciprocate, your scopes will benefit. So build. Have a good day. Thanks for dropping by, Periscope. Much appreciated. Always good to see you here. Hey, Paula Lamphere. Yeah, the replay. Yeah, go ahead and watch that replay. Hi, you're following Periscope already? Good. Yeah, so if you build it, they will come, right, Allie? So when people reciprocate, your scopes will benefit. So build these connections and be genuine about it. Go to people's blogs, read them, engage in an informed way with the people who teach you and who you trust. And when they come back to your scopes, they'll do the same. It's just you're building stronger bonds within your community, and you're going to have a great tribe and a great community here if you do that. So those were the tips. Questions, thoughts, comments? We already did one reset, one recap. I can just run again one more time really quickly. Yeah, it takes time. Some have awesome scopes, but not a big community. Exactly. Well, for those of you who are just getting going and you feel like you have something really important and good to share, use some of these tips and your community will grow and it'll be a good community. Thanks, Queen Bee. Hey, E-Cubed Photo. So yeah, the stronger your tribe and your community, the more rewarding Periscope will be. Hi, Carrie Colbert. So use Catch Me, just as one tip, to connect with your commenters. Scroll through the comments on Catch and click on them. Hi, Anna. It'll take you to their Twitter and hopefully their website and their blog. And then once you've done that, make a bookmark list of Periscope blogs and learn from the best. What's the name of our tribe? The Frameables. Hashtag Frameables will work. I know, the Summit in San Fran. We're working on it. Hey, mentor _ Kirby. Now is the time to build. And absolutely, great point, Shannon. Periscope is still getting going. With Catch, do you have control to delete videos? Yes. You have control to delete videos you no longer want viewed, and you can delete individual comments you no longer want to be seen. It's really easy to do. And use the broadcast button, right, Shannon? Purple Finch Studios. Hello, Mentor Kirby. The lowdown on Summit. Go to Periscope Summit, PeriscopeCommunitySummit.com. and you'll get all the deets. Hey, to the moon. So reading the next point, reading the blogs will put the scopes in proper context and will make for well-informed comments. Everyone wins. Sponsor me for something. I know I need someone to sponsor me. Thought I was going to say the
Reflectos.
Oh, Reflectos. The Reflectos, right. Hi, Memory Lane. Y'all should submit to speak. Already a step ahead of you, Alicia. Yes, thank you, though, for saying that. The Reflectos. No, we're the Framables here. I sponsor you, you sponsor me. Hi, Memory Lane. Yeah, so reading the blogs will put the scopes in proper context. There it is. Thanks, Alicia. And will make for well-informed comments. When you read someone's blog, their scopes will have better context. Your comments will be well-informed, and it makes for better scopes for everyone involved. Scopers and chatters alike, everyone wins. And then you can also discover people from scope shares of trusted scopers. So if somebody, hi Steve User, so if somebody shares a scope that you trust, go ahead and click on it. You might be surprised at how great the things you find are. You need to research your target audience first. Absolutely, research is good too. Is there Periscope Anonymous for Periadics? Yes, Sandy Choi. Sandy Choi does Scopeaholics. And she's great. She's out in Hawaii. She is a character, and she also has a show on Periscope, Parachute TV 1. Parachute TV 1. And you should definitely follow Sandy Choi, C-H-O-I, Sandy Choi. And then the last point, so when people reciprocate, your scopes will benefit. So build. I will follow you, Lanny's. Had to do a 3-parter scope, a pain in the butt. Well, why is that? Why'd you have to do a 3-parter scope? And that is the point. That's really the whole point. Hey, Stephanie Miller. So you can follow our blog at FrameableFaces.com/blog. You can find us pretty much everywhere else at FrameableFaces, just like our handle. And we do blog every week, sometimes 2-3 times a week. Follow you back, please. I can follow you back, Light Luna. What do you scope about, Light Luna? Add me to your clique. Would love to. I wish Hillary Duff would follow me. Okay, followed. And what unexpectedly kept... Oh, you were having problems with your signal or with your scope. It kept quitting on you. That's a bummer. Hey, TPW Jr. You're about to screenshot. Oh, okay, here. I'll put this back up. Go ahead and screenshot that if you like. Tells you where to follow our blog, FrameableFaces.com/blog. And then really just, it's the same handle as we are here. You're welcome. Oh, there you are. I'm going to go ahead and follow you. Lanny's. There we go. Visual journalist and social media editor. Nice. Got to run. Okay, thanks, Alicia. So there it is, at Frameable Faces, just like we are here. You can find us. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can add us on Snapchat, Vine, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. It's all Frameable Faces. Okay, now I can turn it back to me. Thanks, Carrie. All right, so there you have it. Those are my tips. That's my Steel Doug's Idea show for the day. Hope this helped. Hope people use some of these things. Feel free to circle back with me and let me know if you've done it and how it worked out for you. I love to hear the success stories from when people use some of these ideas and you're a social media marketer. Nice. Well, you found a great place to connect with people, that's for sure. Hey, Andrew Ronning, thanks for joining. And thank you for inviting. So, thanks everybody for being here. So, and remember, when you invite followers, it puts this into their feed. So even if they miss the end, they can watch the replay because it'll be there in their feed. Hi, Vegisaire. Oh, Natalie, you know this Andrew Ronning gentleman. Andrew, you're friends with Natalie? I mean, that makes you a little suspect, but it's okay. Yeah, happy Monday to you. Thanks for inviting. Thanks for sharing. Am I leaving? Well, I think I'm going to leave for this, but that doesn't mean that Allie and I might not be back today to do our own little scope. We were talking about it. Scoped with a girl who had a brain injury. She's hilarious. You guys should follow Bo. B-Cow, what is he? B-Cow 180?
B-Cow 82.
B-Cow 82? Yeah, he's... I do know him. Love him. Great friend. Okay, once again, a valuable and informative scope. If y'all don't speak at Summit, I'll be disappointed. Well, thank you, Shannon. You know what? Reach out to them and tell them that you want us there. That might help. You never know. Thanks for... I said your last name. Why did people say Roning or something usually, Andrew? Looked like Ronning to me. No problem. All right. So if there's no other comments or questions, anybody else have anything? Thanks, Shannon. Hi, Dwayne Tharp. Anybody? Where have you been? Where's who been? Oh, Allie has a question. All right, later, Lenise. Allie, what's your question? Do you want to ask it in the chat or do you want to ask it in person? Allie? Where'd she go? Oh, where have you been all my life? I've been right here with you. Most of it. Ha ha ha. Yeah. All right. So thank you. That was I hope you enjoyed this edition of Steel Doug's Idea. I hope that these help, and please, like I said, let me know if they do and if you use them. And I love to hear when people are using some of these ideas. And if you have any questions, we are going to end it and come back. Are we going to come back right now, Allie?
I have to leave. We'll come back after. I have to go pick up Lacey and take her home to get the car.
I think we're going to come back in a little while. Not right this minute, but we will be back, I think, this afternoon with our official 250th scope, I believe, because I think this is 249. Oh, sheesh, yeah. Hi, Carolina. Yeah, I think because we've deleted a couple of scopes here and there because of, connection issues or whatever. Yeah, thanks, Andrew. Yeah, it's hard to even talk about. But yeah, I think this is the 249th that's actually still up. Yeah, that's all, right? I think it's our 202nd day on Periscope, and I think, yeah, this will be our 250th this afternoon, so I think we're going to get back on there. Recipient Connect, please. I will, TPW. All right, thanks for being here. Shutting down. We will see you this afternoon. Have a great couple hours or less. All right, see you later. Bye.